Alright, we are in section 8.4, angles of depression and elevation. Alright, so if you look at this diagram, the angle of depression, the horizontal line comes from the top, and the angle is formed like this. With the angle of elevation, the horizontal line is formed at the bottom, so therefore your angle is going to be formed like that. Alright, so let's look at the first problem. What is the description of the angle as it relates to the situation shown? So we're looking at angles 1 and angle 4. As you can see here, the angle 1, the horizontal line is formed at the top, so therefore this is the angle of depression. Angle of elevation for angle 4, the horizontal line is at the bottom, so therefore angle 4 is the angle of elevation. So why don't you try the got it? They want you to look at angles 2 and 3 of this diagram. Alright, so problem 2, wind farm. Suppose you stand 53 feet from a wind farm turbine. Your angle of elevation to the hub of the turbine is 56.5 degrees. Your eye level is 5.5 feet above the ground. Approximately how tall is the turbine? So you can see here that if I'm standing here, my angle of elevation, as we saw, the horizontal line is at the bottom, and you form the angle up here. So you got 56.5 degrees. You want to find out how tall the turbine is from the ground. So this is the turbine right here, and this is the ground. So you're trying to find this. But we also know we are standing 53 feet from the turbine. So this is how we set it up. 5.5 feet has nothing to do with that. So if you look here, I see that we have opposite over adjacent from this 56.5. So I know we're using tan. And now I have tan is opposite over adjacent, so then I cross multiply and I get 53 times tan equals the tangent of 56.5 equals x. So therefore, when I get it, I get roughly 80.07 feet. So that's roughly how tall this turbine is. So try to got it. See if you can see it. Go. Alright, problem 3. Okay, so here's word problem for problem 3. Alright, so first off, we know that the starting height is 2,714. However, the airport is 1,007 feet above sea level. So we first have to subtract these two to find out how above the airplane is from the airport. So that's what we got. So as you notice in the diagram before, the very first one I showed you, the angle of elevation depression, they're the same angle. They're same angle degree measurement. So if this is 3 degrees up here, the angle of elevation has got to be 3 degrees down here. So we're finding how far from the runway is the airplane at the start of the approach. So we're trying to find x right here. So you can see from this 3 degrees, we got an opposite over hypotenuse. So we're going to be using the sine. So this is how we set it up. Then when we solve it, we get the airplane is roughly 6.2 miles from the runway. Alright, so why don't you try the got it down here?